There are people who want to come to Zambia, live here in Zambia, and settle here in Zambia. And these people, they want a different kind of life. So in these different types of life that we have here in Zambia, there are two types of life. And I'm going to put them in this way. There is a cheap way and an expensive way of life here in Zambia. But I won't talk about an expensive life here in Zambia. And this is a life where you people, you choose to live in Zambian towns. For example, you're living in Lusaka, you're living in Ndola town center, Lusaka town center, Chisamba town center, different town centers. In these kinds of places, life is too different from the life which is in the rural areas. Guys, welcome back to the channel. I didn't introduce myself. My name is Timothy Hara. If you're watching this video for the first time and this is your first time to come across me, my name is Timothy. What I do on this channel is that I do talk about travel content. I also talk about family content and business content. In traveling content, I go places showcasing the beauty of the Zambian country, and business content is that business where I do at my business, telling you how I run my small business. And the family content is that content where I'm with my family and I'm chatting with my family, or we're having some discussions with my family. And today, this is not a family content or a business content. This is a travel content. And this travel content, I had to put it in this way. Like I was telling you to say, if you want to choose life, you can choose life which is expensive and a cheap life. There are people outside there, they are in Europe, they are in the diaspora, and they want to come and live here in Zambia. So for you to live well, for you to spend that money of yours that you've been working for all these years, I'm telling you, why can't you come with that money that you have, or why can't you come and invest here in Zambia? Invest it in the land. Invest it in the land. How are you going to invest it in the land? Buy a farm. Buy a farm. Do you know that agriculture is another big thing here in Zambia? The land that we have is so fertile, such that you can plant any crop and those crops, they are going to do well. We only know that the Zambian minerals that we have here is copper, cobalt, coal, and whatsoever minerals that we have here in Zambia. But another mineral where you can make millions of money is farming. Agriculture is something so beautiful right now that I can advise you. It's not because that is a good life being at the farm. No. These farmers that you see around Zambia, these guys, they've got money. A simple farmer here where I am right now is having, you can imagine, is having 20 cows, 30 goats, and is cultivating soybeans, is cultivating sunflower. This side is got maize, and this side is got groundnut. And they've got a depot here where they do sell their products. You see. So I was trying to count, like, how many goats? This much. How many cows? This much. And I was like, at my area, at my place where I live in town, one cow is more than, I don't know if it's how much, but it's so expensive. Just one big cow. very expensive, very expensive. Now he's having 20 of them. Just a simple farmer here, a very simple farmer here. And he was telling me to say there are even rich people. There are even people who've got 50 cows, 100 cows, 300 cows. And me, I just have this 20. And he calls himself to be the poorest. So, farming is something that you can take. Or choose a life where you are going to do farming. Choose this life and you will never suffer. When you choose this life, it is going to give you a lot of things, a lot of millions, because this life is so cheap. You don't spend so much money for you to live here or in farms, or you buying the farm. You know, there are people who are living whereby you find that at the farm is having a mansion, a good house. Now, you're going to find that the life in town centers is so expensive, very expensive, as I'm telling you right now. The cost of living is cheaper in rural areas than in urban areas. So this is one of the greatest thing to have. As a diaspora person, don't think of go and stay. If you come to Zambia, don't think of to go and stay maybe in Lusaka town center. You stay maybe in a Ndola town center. No, think of a place. Think of those rural areas where you can buy a farm, a very good farm. You know, here in Zambia, if you have 500, maybe let me say $5,000, $7,000, $10,000, you can buy a very good land. I don't know how many hectares you can buy. A very good land. The life here in Zambia is cheap. But when you come to Zambia and you start living in farms, you start living in urban areas. If you come here to Zambia, you start living your life in urban areas, then which means that you're going to find that the life there will be so costly. The life there will be so costly, and it will be very expensive for you to live there. So the most important thing is choosing your life to live in rural areas, because rural areas, they're going to give you everything. You understand? Rural areas is a place to be. Rural area is a place where you can make millions. You know, imagine somebody is selling groundnuts this side, somebody is selling sunflower this side, is selling soybeans this side, and is selling this. Now, when you count all these properties together, how much is it going to have? Is even worth more than millions. Understand? And that's why sometimes I always pray to God to say, my Father, my God, please bless me one day. I need to live at a farm. I love this beautiful life. I love it, guys. I just love it. I don't know. I just love it. Just love this life. And this is my prayer. When you can, that's the sound of cows. On this side, that's the sound of goats. So it's so important. So important.